Welcome back to the Stoop, football fans. It's your boy Lolo here on another Friday night from the basement, bringing y'all another Premier League happy hour. So if you're just joining us, let's crack those beers if you got them. Let's have a beer together. Yep. The good old crack of a yangalang, yalang-a-lang-a-lang. Cheers to you guys. Happy Friday. Yeah, let's talk some football. So, hey, John. I thought you were just skipping it completely.
My computer is acting slow. This is going to be a fun night. I don't know what's going on. I'm pressing buttons and nothing's happening. But I still got another week before I have a beer. Next Friday, I promise.
All right.
Oh, man, Yangling. I love Yangling.
Yeah, I saw it today. I was like, why not? Let's do it. Yeah. It is very, very cold. I'm loving it. Speaking of warm wishes out to Ireland. Crazy snowstorm.
Is your computer lagging or what?
And now I'm lagging.
I don't know. Or maybe it's my computer making you lag. I don't know.
Possibly. Just don't send us to the gulag.
Yeah. All right.
Well, yeah, I've got the little warning there and it's gone. But warm wishes to everybody who's out in Ireland, Scotland, the north of England, all through England, I guess, as well. We'll be seeing this snowstorm, crazy storm, and to our people in New Orleans who went through a snowstorm as well. And nobody down there knows how to deal with it. Trust me. I remember being there when we got like a quarter of an inch of snow and everything shut down. They got like 10 inches, which is insane. So I hope everybody's doing well with the weather in their area. And hopefully football can go on tomorrow and throughout the weekend without any of that. So let's say hi to everybody who was in the chat earlier on. Anders, there you go. Anders with the first one, of course. Led Zepp 331, a little early, never too early. Director John was late. Valentina, so good to see you on the show every day, every Friday. Who else do we got? We got Damien D'Amico over on Early Doors. So if you're watching this on Early Doors, come over to On the Stoop, click the like button as well. If you're watching this on the Stoop, go over to Early Doors, click a like. We are streaming on multiple channels right now. So very good to see you all. John, LUFC Garside, very good to see you there. Early Doors. Jimmy Bremer's Ghost, Pincushion member for 27 months. That's incredible. So good to see. Anthony Herbert.
That's 3 babies.
That's 3 babies. He's been here for 3 babies. We've had 3 babies with Pincushion. That's weird. And Anthony must know that Early Doors is here because he says, don't let on any West Ham fans. They don't know anything about football. Okay, well, we'll see. Are you going to pop on the show and tell him that to his face? I don't know. But let's get it started. Let me bring on my lovely co-host. I love to talk to him, Mr. Mark, the only living Wolves fan in New York. What's going on, brother?
Wolves fan in New York. Bit of good news today, being the only Wolves fan in New York, is that apparently this Vitor Pereira has said that Cunha is very happy and wants to stay with the club. Is that window dressing? Probably. But it still was good news to see, because I don't want to see him.
Heard that. That's not what I heard him say. I saw his quote. I saw him say it out of his mouth.
And what was that? I've been getting quotes wrong today.
He said, to the best of from what I know, ill or something like that. He wasn't very convincing. He was like, from what I know, he's not going to hear him say anything about him being happy. You're looking for
the quote that I read, and this, hold on a second, let's see if I can find it. The quote that I read was,
Yeah, it definitely is. The bandwidth low on the
He
Stoop tonight for
says,
everybody.
yeah, I can't find it. So I guess it's fake news, everybody. No,
he was just trying to downplay, and
I've
remember
been
him saying
trying to
anything
find
about
it.
being happy.
You know, it was something. Had a conversation. That's we know. But there's no. I guess in the British press, you're not allowed to quote people because I rarely see quotes. Either that or it's just like it's like the National Enquirer where you're just not supposed to believe what you read. We got a lot of papers like that in the United States.
Very well could be.
So anyway, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping to see him on the field, on the pitch against Arsenal tomorrow, 10 o'clock Eastern time. Just enough time to have a lovely breakfast with the missus before the match play starts. Normally, I don't get that. I do get up for that 7:30 match, and she comes in the room, and I'm like, hey, I'm watching the match go.
Yeah.
Hey,
well,
spend some quality time with the lady, and then sit down and watch the only match that will matter at 10 o'clock, which is the absolute drubbing of Wolves by Arsenal.
The Stoop Derby. Stoop Derby
is
Arsenal against Wolves.
Not doing so well this year in Stoop derbies, let me tell you. Have we beaten anyone? Have we beaten anyone of a fan base in here? We didn't beat Arsenal. We didn't beat West Ham. We didn't beat Tottenham. Yeah. No, we're over. We're over in the Stoop derbies this year. Maybe that changes tomorrow. Maybe our luck changes.
Yeah, I'd probably.
Oh, geez. He's frozen again. That's how cold it is in New York. It has been so cold that our videos freeze.
Our internet is freezing like hell. I can't.
And Nick and I were out working. Lolo and I were out working with Nick.
Who's Nick?
He's just this bozo that I work with. No, it has been very, very cold here. And I got nothing. Lolo is he's like frozen in time. He's gonna have to restart or something like that so that we can No?
I think the problem is my 3-year-old daughter is upstairs watching Frozen over and over and over, and I think the internet is just taking that advice and freezing over and over and over. This is insane. Like plugged into it. Anyway, while my internet is catching up, why don't we go ahead and bring on some of our other guests who are on the show already, and they can cover for some of these lags. So first up, let's bring in Early Doors Tony. Good to see you. Cheers.
Good evening. Cheers as well. Good to see you boys again.
Let it go, Rosie. Let it go.
It's been a while.
Yes. Very good to see y'all. Mr. Tom as well. Happy to see you.
Evening, Miss Melina.
Arsenal's attack put Lolo to sleep. Yes. Yes, indeed. Mr. Tom, Leeds United is sitting in first place, and you just got to a lovely Friday night treat of watching Sheffield United lose to Hull. That's right. We're going to Hull.
Is that from the IT crowd by any chance?
It absolutely is. Yep.
I actually watched that this week for the first time ever. Watched all the episodes.
How would you like to go with me to Paris? To Paris? I'd love to go to Paris. Restaurant in Hull. That's right. We're going to Hull. That's the entire quote there. Absolutely love it. Anyway, but Mr. Tom, are you guys confident that you can, because this is sort of laid out perfect for you for this weekend, because you guys are first place. Only a point or so behind is Sheffield United. Only a point or so behind that is Burnley. Sheffield United dropped points. You guys play Burnley on Monday. a chance to go 3 points, I believe, clear, 3 or 4 points clear on the top.
It actually put us 6 points clear in the promotion race, though. If we did
6 points clear in the promotion race. Now, are you feeling confident about Monday? How are you guys doing when you've been getting these opportunities? Look, I was pretty close.
Historically, we will find a way to fuck this up. But the fact of the matter is, if we win this, we'll be looking very well. But I'll only believe we're getting promoted when it's actually confirmed that we're getting promoted. Because that's football, unfortunately.
Yeah, and the problem here is you see 28 matches played. But in the championship, I think you guys play like 78 matches. It's like an NBA. It's like the NBA down there where you play 800 matches.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what happens. So basically, we've got another, by my count, about 750 matches.
Something like that.
Ian, what am I meant to say? No matter what I say, you'll all complain. If I say we're going to win, you'll go, oh, Tom, you're being too arrogant. It's only going to bite us in the arse. But then because I'm saying the opposite, that's not fucking good enough for you either. So go fuck yourselves.
Okay, Mr. Tom. Mr. Tom, can we play a little game real quick? I'm going to be you, and you be all the Leeds United fans, okay?
All right.
I think you know what? I'd be happy to go with John here. I think I'd be happy with the draw against Burnley.
No. How dare you not say we're going to win? How dare you not say we're going to win this? Lolo, Tom, whoever you are. Fucking hell.
I'm Tom. Well, actually, fans, historically speaking, I feel like we're gonna drop points here. I feel like we're just gonna lose to Burnley here. I think we're not gonna take this opportunity, and we're gonna lose to Burnley.
How dare you say that? How dare you sit there and say Leeds United are not going to win a football match by 72-0? How dare you say that? How dare you say that? How dare basically. Yeah, 100%. I just can't believe you've not sat there and said Leeds are going to win this match. Basically,
actually, Tom, you've convinced me. I think Leeds are going to win. I mean, I'm sorry. Actually, Leeds United fans, I think you've convinced me, Tom, that Leeds are actually going to win. We're going to play very well, and we're going to win, and we're going to take advantage of this.
No. Hang on here a minute. Hold your horses, sir. How dare you be so arrogant? How dare you think that we're going to turn up and just have any right to win a football match, even though that's exactly what I, as a Leeds fan, not Tom, just the average Leeds fan, thinks. Because we're a Premier League club, you know. We're a Premier League club. We're not in the Premier League, but we're a Premier League club. We win all kinds of voting on the internet clickbait pages for like best atmosphere at Ellen Road, even though 16,000 of them fucking disappeared for 16 years. But it's fine. It's fine. Amazing. Hello,
very
everyone,
good.
by the way.
That's amazing, Tom. Thank you for that, doing that exercise. I hope you learned something from it, and we're all growing here. Let's talk a little hay down there.
I choose to just let whatever happen with Leeds and Burnley, and really think to myself the merits of Yorkshire tea versus Tetley.
I honestly don't know what's going to happen though. To be fair, I don't see any reason other than the fact that it's Leeds that will put out any reason why we shouldn't go there and win. Of course we have the tools to win because we're currently top of the table. Should be able to beat anyone.
You guys score some goals like you did in that Solomon goal. You guys are in real good shape because that was a thing of beauty.
That fucking goal was saucy. It was like, you can do like calligraphy and like you that was that passing movement. It's fucking saucy.
Right.
I love you too, Ian. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just a bit of fun, everyone. Just a bit of fun. Because I don't like actually guaranteeing victory, because then that leads to tears down the line, and then I get blamed for it. Because like, you said we were going to win, Tom. You guaranteed victory. Yeah, I kind of did.
Oh my God!
Still.
So yeah. I can break down in tears tomorrow when your betting in the dark probably has Wolves beating Arsenal.
Spoiler. I actually avoided that game.
Don't be looking ahead, Mark. Don't be looking ahead.
Nope,
I want to say
never.
hello. All right, now it's time to turn to West Ham down here below us in the table. I mean, in the the panel. Very good. Oh, he's right next to me now. Ah, shit. that damn director, John. What's going on, Tony? Good to see you. We haven't seen you since you've been Potterized, and you are now in the hands of the not so young, possibly willing and able Graham Potter. What are your thoughts on this whole turn of events for West Ham?
We've got the right man at long last, I think, in certain respects. We was bottomised with Loppy, that's for sure. The identity of the actual team, the club itself, was completely destroyed by this man, and we didn't act quickly enough. We should have got him after the Leicester game. But with Potter, I think we've seen something clear. He ballsed up against the Palace game. I mean, that was a weird what he did with the formation. But other than that, we're going to give this man a chance. I think we've got no choice. I mean, we're still comfortable. I mean, when you look at it, Spuds will be below us. And yes, Spurs suck. They're still below us, which is great. And get a couple of results under the bag. And before you know it, we're halfway up the table again.
Yeah, I keep looking back at this. Like I've told you guys several times before, a few of the guys that I work with are West Ham fans, so I have to talk a lot of West Ham at work. And I was saying the other day, like, God, you guys have been having such a horrible season, yet you're ahead of Spurs and level on points with Man United. And they both told me, they were like, do not ever use those as a marker for us. We may be West Ham, but do not ever compare us with those. I don't care. No. But it must be a little bit of fun to see Tottenham being as bad as they are, because I know West Ham hates Tottenham about as much as Arsenal fans hate Tottenham. So that must be enjoyable for the time being.
Yeah, I mean, just seeing that comment that Moss put there, Andre Silva and Brian Broby. Yeah, it's, well, January transfer window, we definitely do that. I mean, look at the Nicholas Fulkrug. That was a sign of desperation, and look where we are with him now. We can't sell him for nothing, really.
Yeah. Well, I feel like you guys have that sort of luck, the same sort of luck that Mark's Wolves have when it comes to signing strikers, where, like, there's no reason that Fulkrug should not have been effective for you. Yet, has he even played a full match? He's been injured for about a year. I think he comes in, he plays, he gets injured. That's like every time Wolves sign a striker, except for Strand Larson. It was
wait.
comical.
I learned this from Mr. Tom. Don't jinx it. What are you jinxing this for? No. Because I swear to God,
we play you tomorrow, and he will get.
I will burn this city to the ground should Strand Larson get hurt for the season tomorrow. I will burn it. It will all be ashes.
Well, that's some serious threats.
And on live TV, every fire I'm going to be investigated.
Semi-viewed television here. Well, shit.
Mark,
Tom,
CTV.
Mark, Tom, what do you guys think about Graham Potter to West Ham? Do you think that was the right move for him? And also along the West Ham route, Moyes to Everton. What are you guys' thoughts about all this little movement?
It all makes me absolutely fucking furious. It makes me so angry. I'm choking on my own rage, to be fucking honest, because Everton gets Moyes and Potter goes to West Ham, and we get who? Why didn't we get Potter? Why didn't we get Moyes? Did we even consider them?
Mark, drop yourself down a little bit. What you need to be asking is, why haven't we gotten Dyche? Like y'all need some dice action right now. Y'all need to stop with all this fucking all the Portuguese guys that you're going after. Going like, we can't communicate with half the team. We need to keep hiring Portuguese managers. You need to just get some dice back in your life.
First of all, Dice was fired after Pereira's dismissal, or after his hiring. Sorry, that's what I meant to say.
So
after his
what?
hiring.
So what? If
Potter
I was Wolves ownership, I'd have been like,
available.
Get the fuck out.
You know, I'm not happy because there was no talk of Wolves being tied. If these two managers wanted to get back into the Premier League, this was a spot, and we had a decent squad. But no. No.
Oh my God, Mark posted on Twitter today this starting 11 for Wolves.
Oh, good.
If starting 11 for Wolves, had they not sold all these players, but it was like Raul Jimenez up front, Neto, Jota, Cunha, and let me see if I can name the rest. I probably can't, but you had fucking. It's a badass team. Nori, Gibbs White.
No, I didn't have Gibbs White. I fuck that guy.
You should.
But I had Lamina and Neves in our midfield.
Lamina and Neves and Neto and oh my God, where is Neves?
Neves is in Saudi Arabia, but he blew his knee, so he's out forever.
Tony, do you want to start a stream on your channel where we can actually answer the question that Lolo asked us 5 minutes ago?
Nope.
Because I thought it was really impressive that you asked me a question about West Ham and Tony, and then Mark basically answered the question in my Cockney accent. He threw my voice. Really impressive. It was really fucking impressive.
I've
you know how this show goes. I don't even remember what I asked you 5 minutes ago.
The question was so we'll bring it back circle. That you were wondering our thoughts on Moyes to Everton and Potter to West Ham, and I've said my piece because I'm pissed that Wolves didn't get him. Take it away, gotcha. Tom.
All right, Tom.
Actually, to answer a different question, because Mark has basically thrown up a different question in my mind. Basically,
no, I'm just throwing up.
Were Wolves behind the 8 ball? Like it's similar to when Leeds got relegated that season. We sacked the managers at the wrong time each time because then Wolves then got Lopetegui and then we ended up getting fucking Graffi or whoever. But then the point is, I'm going to make is, are Wolves in that situation because you've actually sacked Gary O'Neill at a point where Potter, etc., weren't on the board, or they were on the board, but they didn't make it known that they were interested in this job. Whereas West Ham have all of a sudden gone, let's go and get Graham Potter, and Wolves are probably sitting there like, I didn't even know Potter was available, kind of thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but I was sitting there like, Wolves have then just gone, let's get a guy from Portugal that our mate, the agent, can arrange for us or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Tom, I do think that there's some similarities in between Wolves and Leeds, and in the fact that both teams have fired managers during poor play that were huge player managers. You know, Bielsa had a great relationship with his team. Gary O'Neill had a great relationship with the team. And I think what a lot of the chatter out there for Wolves right now is everyone's got a bad attitude and everyone, nobody wants to be there. And it's like they are reacting to a player's coach being fired. A team, this was a team that played for Gary O'Neill. You say what they want. Yeah, sure. They gave up tons of goals and can't play defense. But I mean, that's a whole different issue as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you can't sell defensive players and not replace them. So, you know, both teams fired managers that were completely team favorites. And then you move on to, you bring in someone who is, I believe, and I'm going to say this on camera right now, I think Pereira is going to prove to be woefully inept in the Premier League. It's his first go, and I think he's going to Jesse Marsh it. And not, but he's not going to save Wolves. He's not going to.
I think he will save Wolves. I think he will save Wolves, but not because he's particularly any good. It's going to be more because the other three teams are obviously worse.
But they're trying their best not to be worse. I mean, Ipswich, they got Philogene in the transfer.
That's true.
That's a huge get. You know?
Thanks, Daniel.
I don't know.
But
Southampton is making moves regardless. How is Southampton, a team that is 99% certain to be relegated, how the fuck are they getting transfers? How are they getting people to come in? We can't get anybody to come in. No one wants to play for us because we're an absolute fucking shit show.
Well,
yep.
Hey, there he is.
Hey, well, Tim, when I heard you was coming on, obviously they wanted the best from the good, the bad, and the ugly. That was what they wanted.
Well, Fuzzy's in bed, mate. That's the thing.
What we've done. Look at this right here.
I see that. Lottery? What's FPL?
Yeah, FPL. Fantasy
What's
Premier
FPL
League.
says the guy who's winning in FPL right now.
Well, let me answer that, Lolo, because in the UK, that for Anthony, that's the fucking Pricks League. So he wins that hands down all the time. Even Anthony.
Yep. All right. Straight up.
I mean, going back to what you asked with Potter and with Moyes, for both managers and the clubs, it's the right fit at the right time.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was good. It was a bit of a, I feel like you guys, who sacked their manager first? Was it Dyche or was it Lopetegui?
Yeah, Lopetegui.
It was Lopetegui
first. Yeah, Lopetegui.
I feel like they fired Lopetegui and Everton was like, oh shit, they're going for Moyes. It's time to get rid of Dyche. Like we got to get West Ham's gonna. It seemed like a cause and effect type, a causal relationship when that happened. And you guys were like, no, we're going after Potter the whole time. And then Dyche is like, well, all right. He's standing in the cold in his fucking button-down shirt going like, what the fuck just happened?
Well, I think we panicked more than anything else because obviously Potter was also linked for the Everton job as well. So that's why we jumped in and nabbed him.
Place
I think it's going to be great. Where's Dyche going?
The only place Dyche will end up will be back at Burnley.
Ooh. Who's their manager right now?
Scotty Parker.
Scott Parker.
The most best dressed man in all of football.
The most best dressed man. Well, guys, speaking of managers, I made up a little manager quiz for you guys. Do you guys think you can guess some of these manager quotes?
Oh, can I take the first stab at them?
Yeah,
I'll be wrong.
So here we go.
So it won't matter.
Here's a very famous quote. You should probably all be able to get this one. The work you put in is the sum of the results you get out. Classic. Classic.
Well, you don't, lads. Whatever you do, don't ever think of a West Ham manager.
Not giving away anything on this one.
Is it Pep?
No, good guess, Mark. Pep is a manager, so you're on the board with that.
I reckon it's Ange. I reckon it's the Tottenham manager, Ange.
Nope.
No?
He would say the work you put in gets you more work and you keep working.
Oh, wait a minute. No, he said the love you give is equal to the love you take, right? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
The work
Yep.
you put,
Something like that. Yep.
Is it Bielsa?
It is not. It's still not Bielsa. Mr. Burns, says Rosie. That's closer. This no, guys. This is the scum of the scum. The head of the scum back in the day, man. Sir Alex Ferguson.
That doesn't mention
Giving Anthony a lecture.
The haranguing the referees or anything, no.
No.
That doesn't
What about the
mention
purpose
sitting
of
on
football
stopwatch.
is to make the right decisions at the right time.
Probably Brian Clough.
This was said by somebody who probably stayed 10 years too long.
Arsene
Wenger.
Wenger.
Arsene Wenger, yes. That's the first thing
It is
I
Big
think.
Arms.
Yes, yeah.
Big Arms Wenger
Uh,
had a 20-year coaching career and never got anybody to tailor his suits. Yeah. All right. We'll go back to some of these in a moment. Managers. So who do you think has come out of this manager shuffle the strongest? Would you say Moyes going at
Hammers.
Everton is a better fit, or Graham Potter?
I don't want to say who's a better fit, but
West Ham.
I would want to look at who will get the best gain from it, who will benefit the most, and I think it's Everton with David Moyes, because Everton, if you take a look at Everton and West Ham, who is the bigger or more likely to face relegation? I think it's Everton. And so I think Moyes coming in saves them from that because he's too good of a manager. And I know West Ham fans have it's a very polarizing subject, I'm sure. I liked Moyes and the boys over there in West Ham. Didn't like when they let him go, but that's as Tom has taught me. That's football.
That is football.
That's football, baby. That's football. I never said the
I think
baby
West
part.
Ham.
That's me being a bit smug, but still.
Yeah, I
was
think West
Mark
Ham will
with the
benefit
crown
more
and
than what Everton will, that's for sure, because Everton are Everton. They're always in that kind of area. I mean, Moyes is the right fit, like I said, at the with the club. The Friedling group did the right decision in getting him. He knows the club inside out, and obviously moving into the new Bramley Dock. So they're going to a brand new stadium. So when you look at something like that, it'll be a good fit for Everton. But for West Ham, as long as we can back Potter and get some players in, then you'll see that West Ham will benefit more than what Everton will.
Yeah, I'll go along with that, Lolo. I think West Ham is. I mean, you look at the players will sit Everton. I think there's a lot more work to do there at Everton than what there is at West Ham. You put every team down on paper from Everton, put every player down on paper for West Ham. Sorry, you got to favour West Ham with the type of players they've got. You know, Everton would be screaming out for the players that West Ham's got. So, yeah, I agree with Tony. I think Moyes got the hardest job of all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can understand why Mark's saying Everton, because obviously he's keeping in with the teams down the bottom end. He's keeping in with them, and that's good. Brotherly love, I love that. It's nice.
Hey, no worries. In a couple of weeks, we'll bring back the crapper, and I'll just wear a Wolves jersey, and that'll be that.
Good evening,
Colin. Good to see you. Yeah, big up to everybody who's been in the chat, everybody over there on Early Doors TV channel, as well as the people here on the Stoop. Cross over, jump over to the other channel and give it a little like. Why don't you? We should be getting these thumbs up, these likes, and these subscribes up with each and every minute that goes by. Or even thumbs down.
I've had enough fucking Early Doors channel. Stay on the Stoop.
See, I have to be a little bit nicer as the arbitrary here. Okay, so yeah, I think we've talked enough about these managers. Are we done with those managers situations? You guys got anything else you want to say about that?
No. I mean, I think we've covered on both them sides. That we can have a little bit of fun about your manager because I know Anthony's got
let's do it.
Some great facts to tell you. And the main one I saw today was about the forward lineup and seeing his face. What a great, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, nothing usual. Then still the same treatment as always.
Yeah, it still seems.
No. He said, "I don't understand." Excuse me. Say that again. I don't understand what you're saying. Say that again. I don't understand. And then they just fucking moved on from that. But I love that. And it was like the guy couldn't figure out. So this link right here is the link to our channel. If you're over there on Early Doors, hop on over, click on that link right there, and it'll pop you over here. Give a little like and subscribe, and then pop back over to Early Doors if you like. And now I will put this second one. This one that's popping up is Early Doors channel. So if you're watching us on the Stoop, click on that one. Go over to Early Doors. Show him some love as well. But I loved that the guy asking the question was like, "Hello, Mikel. We're just wondering, a lot of people out there talking about how you guys really need to sign a striker. What are your thoughts on that?" Excuse me? What was that? I don't understand. Well, they're saying that you really need to sign a striker. Huh? What? Playing the... I thought it was like a Chappelle Show sketch where he was going to go, "I plead the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth." Where he's just not answering the question at all. But he's like, "I'm done with this. We play Wolves. Come on." I don't understand what you want from me. Oh, yeah, because I posted on here and not on your channel. That's odd. Yeah. Anyway, funny enough. Anybody else got some shit to talk about Mikel Arteta?
Anthony, go on. Music.
What I was discussing on our show on Wednesday, saying, Tone, I just got over that. Do you know what I mean? I just got over the frustration.
We've got the boys from
the other side of the pond. You put it all back in. Right, so I discussed on Wednesday's show, right, with our manager. Lolo, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Mikel Arteta, right? But we've started off. So we've done the pickpocketing thing. We've done we've got win the dog. We've actually we've had lemons, squeezing the lemons. If you've heard that story as well, there's a new one that's out now. Do you know what that one is?
Which one?
Samba. Samba is what they call this. Samba is it basically that.
He's playing samba music.
Brazilian music, samba music for the players. And you know what else he's putting them into as well? How after the samba? Yoga.
Good. They should be doing fucking yoga. They should be doing tai chi, qigong, ballet, tap, tango, disco, fucking. I don't give a shit as long as it works.
Rochambeau.
Breakdancing too.
Breakdancing. Pickpocket. They should be busking at the Tube. If they lose or drop points, you drop a 2-goal lead to Aston Villa, you don't get to go home. You got to go make up the money that all these Arsenal fans wasted to watch that shit by busking. Go and start singing a fucking tune. That's what they need. I don't care. Make them do whatever.
Yeah, but yoga before a game. God bloody hell. I think of their mindsets when they go out, they won't be focused. They'd be so calm, relaxed, and
have you ever done yoga? Yoga gets you focused. It gets you focused. It gets you centered. They should be doing yoga before a match. They shouldn't be doing yoga after a match where they're so calm. They should be punching shit.
Oh no, I'm not with it. You've got to psych the players up, get them ready for the game, do a boy Keane, smash into somebody, have some of that. Not this year. I'm not into all of that. I mean, I don't know if Mr. Tom watches it, but I know he's a great admirer of wrestling. I don't know whether he watches DDP yoga, but that's another thing.
Wasn't there like a Tom? Wasn't there a wrestler who like was in very, very poor health, and he turned to like alternative exercise and yoga and those sort of things? But he did it kind of like he recreated yoga in a sense that it would appeal to his fan base. I believe it was Diamond Dallas Page. Is that correct?
DDP yoga. That is what Anthony was describing, to be fair.
Yeah.
But apparently it totally saved his life and other people's well-being.
He took a few wrestlers off of the obvious deathbed, let's just say. And then, for example, Jake the Snake Roberts, Scott Hall, who played Razor Ramon. Basically, they were in, I mean, Razor Ramon is dead now, but
yes, he died 2 years ago.
Wasn't like DDP Yoga actually then went and killed him, but still, just it's what it is. It's what it is.
It was the yoga that killed him. He's been doing
it's the pure
steroids
yoga
and painkillers his whole life, and the yoga killed him. Tom, I've always wanted to ask this since we're on the subject of wrestling.
I like that comment. I like that comment, DJ Crane.
I've always wanted to ask you if you know, there's a lot in recent times. There's been a lot of wrestling documentaries that come out. You know, one that comes to mind is the Ric Flair one that I think that came out a couple of years ago. Do you have you seen any of these, and do you have one that particularly stands out?
My personal favorite one was they did one called the Rise and Fall of ECW, which was basically about a very small regional. It was basically like the biggest independent regional promotion you've ever seen, kind of thing. Very popular, but the way they did that was very in depth. It was very good. But not one like, you know, when they go like, oh, let's talk about Ric Flair and how many crimes he's committed and things like this. It's like,
right,
yeah, I could kind of do that. Reacting.
I haven't seen too many, but the one that I found to be probably the most entertaining was Lipstick and Dynamite, which was about female wrestling in its early days. And Lolo is out. He's like,
Lolo's pissed.
Shit, man.
Where can we hear more about this wrestling show, Tom?
Oh my god. Oh, sorry, I really wasn't expecting that. Oh, look. I really have got to send John the more gay version of this, but still.
Yeah, that is you're right, Mr. Tom. What new it called?
Tom, this is offensively too little. It is way not gay enough. I don't even know how you look at yourself showing this totally hetero. It's offensive.
I can tell you. I mean, I do apologise if I offend anyone by not being homoerotic enough, but at the same point is that actually I don't know what I was going to finish that because I was just making it up as I went along. But the fact of the matter is, tomorrow night I'll be doing a watch on Saturday night's main event on a Saturday, hence why they call it that. But still, it'll be all right. It'll be fine over on Mr. Tom Talks Wrestling, which is obviously called, really cleverly named because I'm Mr. Tom. And I'm talking about the economic climate of Mozambique. So, obviously.
Well, that's a poor name.
That works. How it works. I think I can sort that out for you, Mr. POTUS. Just please bear with me a second.
Mr. POTUS 5000. I just think it needs more color. More colors of the rainbow.
And more cowbell. Just a little more cowbell. Probably.
He's not bringing it up that picture. Jeez.
Okay. let's see. What was it? Oh yeah, let's go. We have the Stoop Derby coming up tomorrow morning. Wolves versus Arsenal. Which brings up the big question of Mateus Cunha. Cunha has been trying to sort of force his way out a little bit by throwing his toys from the pram, as they say. And he's been heavily linked to Arsenal. So I want to know for you guys, of course, Mark probably has more of an in because he actually watches Wolves. But what do you guys think about this? Is there any chance Cunha moves over? Does Cunha play tomorrow? If you were Cunha, would you play against Arsenal, a team that you want to go to? Would you want to show off? Or would you want to fucking sandbag the team so that the team you want to go to gets the 3 points they need? But then Arsenal may be like, we don't want a sandbagging fuckhead on our team. So what do you guys think? Nothing. Okay, moving on. Who was that chiming in? Anthony?
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, I'm thinking, why not just play him? I mean, obviously we're not going to get him. There is some Arsenal fans saying, is he the actual player that we're after? Is he capable of scoring, 20 goals or 20 plus goals a season for us? But in all fairness, we're not the only team that wants him. Nottingham Forest wants him as well, and they're going big. I think they really want him more than what we do. I think we've been linked to other strikers. We've been linked to Osterman. We've been linked to Gokeres, but obviously it comes out of Boyangthi as well. But obviously, regarding the game on the weekend, I think play him. Listen, I think we got enough there. I think we can get the result over the line, and beat Wolves. Sorry, Mark, but that's the way how it is. But yeah, I'll be watching the game. So come on, you Arsenal.
So, I mean, this is what Pereira has said. Just throw it up right there. I mean, this is a statement he released to the media. Does this sound like, is this a player that's about to be sold? Or is this just window dressing, like, we're fully standing behind our manager and we believe in him 100%, and then a week later he's sacked?
Yeah, well, there was an article saying that there's a few clubs that are putting bids in for him. So yeah, he's window shopping. He's putting it out there.
I am certain that Arsenal gets calls for Martinelli and Saka and Raya, and I'm sure every team gets calls. You guys answered a call that made me a bit disappointed in West Ham, and that was letting Maxwell Cornet go. Yeah. I liked him, and I never understood why he couldn't get time on the pitch. It just, if I'm going to be furious today, then that's another thing that just infuriated me, man. And if he was for sale, I would have taken him for Wolves.
I think it's with Cornet, it just hasn't worked out for him. I mean, we were talking on our show the other night. We got this the Gilherme, the young lad. He's sitting on the bench and he's played less than half an hour. He might as well say, because he just sits there and does nothing. And he's not being played in the academy, the reserves, even the under 21s. He just sits on the bench, and they bring him on 5-10 minutes if he's lucky. But he's only played 5 games so far. Big parts. And we paid £25 million for him.
Wow. Yeah, Cornet has only played a handful of games, I think, for you. It's not even like he was coming off the bench for 8 or 9 games in a row and just didn't do it. He just was he went over and was injured. Played a game, was injured. Played another game, was crap. Like I don't know. Uh-oh.
Who let this guy in?
He's like, he's talking about Cornet.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Speaking of Cornet.
It's good to see you, Lawrence.
I used to play the trumpet.
I need to refresh my screen every time somebody comes in, unfortunately, because I can't see or hear you. But it seems like everybody else can, so I'll be right back.
Evening, everyone. Thank you for allowing me.
Evening, Lawrence.
Lawrence,
Welcome.
curse them out while you can. Curse them out while you can.
I missed
you.
a break. Did they talk disrespect against us?
No one's talking disrespect about nobody, but if you would like to chime in about who got the better manager, West Ham or Everton, who's I don't know. You can talk about that, I guess. If you while we're waiting for Lolo,
I can tell you.
You can tell Tom how beautiful that goal was by Manor Solomon in the first minute. He barely got his curry into his hands before they scored.
Happy to put it in there. There's your
all right,
comment, Mark.
so we've got a hammer. We got a hammer on that's commenting on the show saying Moyes didn't fancy Cornet when he was fit, which wasn't often. He didn't even play him.
100% happy. 100%.
We're desperate balls. Obviously, Moyes did not fancy Cornet, but I certainly wouldn't put it to injury because if that was the case,
Cornet did not know how to stay on side.
We would have seen Antonio fall out because a couple of years ago he couldn't stay healthy, but he still kept his job when he came back. Just saying. I wouldn't use injury as a reason because I remember on our show, I don't know who we had, but it was a West Ham fan who had said that Antonio's hamstrings were made from string. They were so fragile.
I don't know, Tony. I can tell you something right now. The comment you said first about Moyes, okay, great. Everton did something. They've always been good this year on stopping the goal. And the one game does not make Moyes. Moyes is not the Messiah that people say that he is. And no disrespect, he has a legacy of taking teams and improving them. So I will never want to disrespect him. Tony would say that. We're proud that we went there. He took us to we are European champions. So we're happy for that. But it was time for him to leave West Ham. The problem with West Ham is, and Tony, you can correct me if I'm wrong, is we selected the wrong manager or coach. And that was a problem. Moyes still needed to go. We just needed to get the proper person. And Potter is the man. And he's going to make a change. Now Steiden's gone.
Yes.
Yep. And then we got one of Potter's persons from, and Tony, you help me out with this, is from Chelsea, who's a guy that knows how to select players proper, right? So I see some improvement.
So now, what happens when Potter pulls a Chelsea job when Tottenham fires Ange and that opens up and he's like, oh, London.
Well, he's not going to get selected unless he proves himself from West Ham. So let's see. He'll take us to the promised land and we'll go from there. But
fair enough.
Lolo.
Yeah, but it's something about that Marx was talking about with Antonio. Antonio has like carte blanche there. Antonio has played every position except for goalkeeper for West Ham. Dude, he runs his ass to the ground nonstop. That guy, the heart on that guy is incredible. Like, I think he just built up a rapport where he can do no 100%.
Wrong. The thing about Antonio, and I respect a lot, was he was a winger. He was never set up to be a striker. He was a winger. I think his best spot, Antonio will tell me, is the left or right wing. He played that. The problem with him, if you watch West Ham all the time, we didn't have enough support for him. He was the guy. He would fall. He wouldn't be able to execute in the middle like that. But that was the issue with West Ham because we couldn't take the ball down the pitch and pass it in there into the center. And another thing, in Moyes' ball, if you want to say Moyes, right, and he's such the Messiah, he would have his ass on the left wing, the right wing. We need a striker that stays in the middle, pass the ball into the box, and scores. We haven't had that in a couple years. So, and trust me, I like all respect to Antonio because he got hurt and stuff like that, but he still wasn't an answer. He wasn't like a Holland there. His accident, we missed something. We were always still looking for a new striker and a new
fair enough. But I think in context to what I'm not sure who had made the comment about Cornet being just out of favor with Moyes and always hurt. I'm not saying that Antonio ever was out of favor with Moyes, but he went through a stint of about 2 years where he couldn't be healthy.
Yeah, but I tell you, Moyes played Antonio, so he was in Moyes' graces. Cornet, if you ever watch Antonio, will tell you this dude couldn't. When he did get on the pitch, this dude couldn't stay on side. And Ings was the same way. Granny Ings and Cornet were the same way. They could not stay on side, and it was so frustrating. So you get a breakaway and say, "Look at the freaking line, guy. Where's the defense? Measure it." Your expectation is for a forward to be able to understand that and see how you measure it continuously. So Cornet, I was happy when we got him. Disappointed in the effects, and then he got hurt time and time again.
I absolutely love that you referred to Ings as Granny Ings. If you didn't, then that's a thing now because he is old.
No, and Mark, it's the only reason when they fired Lopetegui, it's the only reason they didn't hire Wayne Rooney to come in and take over. Because they were afraid he'd be hitting on Ings the whole time. You're like, no, man, come on.
I try to
that was for you, Tom.
Mark. I try to Mark the Granny Ings. That's right. Part of my.
Does that work for Jamie Vardy as well? Does Jamie Vardy become Granny Varney? Or Vardy?
No, because Vardy actually is executing now. So once he stops executing, then Vardy's still doing his thing. I think. I like Vardy.
But Vardy's like 36 years old, right?
Vardy will never retire. Vardy's just going to work his way back down. Mm-hmm. He's played in like 6 divisions. He's just going to slowly make his way back down. He's going to be 52 years old, playing for a Sunday league and banging in goals, smoking cigarettes, drinking Red Bull like a fucking champ. And you know what? He can say what he said to Tottenham fans this year when he scored. Right. He was like, "We've got a Premier League. You got 0."
Right.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to think that Vardy is 6 years older than Danny Ings.
But he's performing so better than Danny.
He is. I mean, look here, Mark. That's the song they sing.
He's slow. He's small. His hair is from Istanbul. Danny, I don't get that. But I mean, does Mo Salah get his hair from the same hair dealer?
Oh no,
he's still got his hairline that Salah had is no longer there.
But Dude, but the thing is, if you look at Granny Dings, unfortunately, it looks like he's got a bit of straw on his hair, on his head. Yeah, because it's got this kind of little loop going on it. Yeah, I'm only jealous because, like me and Mr. Tom were in the same boat. You know, when you look at it.
Oh, Tom, you're under.
Sorry,
Mark, of course.
We wear hats. I'll show you mine. This is how mine goes. If my there, that's what I have.
Do you realize it would take me about 3 years to grow that?
This is about 3 years. And I keep shaving the side and gluing it to the top, just making it go higher and higher and higher. See, when you have a big, fat, round face, you need to point it out with the beard and point it out at the top. There you go.
See that's how that Fanny goes. Stings.
Fanny Stings. Winner. Frog in a Well wins the comment of the night with Fanny Stings so far. The comment of the first half, at least. Well, speaking of first half, we're at the halfway point of the show, guys. This is where we old men here take a bio break. So everybody gets a chance to run to the restroom, smoke them if you got them, or just hang tight for a few minutes, and we will be right back with the second half of the show, kicking off with Betting in the Dark with Mr. Tom.
No, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm making that clear. I'm going to bed. Have a good night, everyone. Take care.
Sleep well. Make sure you
Tom,
sleep, though,
thank
Mr.
you
Tom.
so much,
Make sure you
Mr.
sleep.
Tom.
Rest well, Mr. Tom.
We will do betting in the dark with Mr. Tom without Mr. Tom.
I got
Because
my
he should
short.
already submit those
Without
picks.
Mr. Tom.
And then we will do a complete rundown of the matches coming up this weekend. So for now, we invite you all to enjoy this.
Tottenham sucks.
What are we going to do?
Tottenham sucks.
What? Tottenham sucks. Do you guys want Tottenham sucks? Is that we were going to play something else, but you and Miss Molina asked for Tottenham sucks. So
I'm happy with that.
all right. So enjoy this music video that I made a couple of years ago when Tottenham were top of the table and would not shut up about it. And I think Arsenal were technically bottom of the table at the time. So I made this little music video. We'll be back in about 3 minutes. Bye.
Yo, it's been difficult. I gotta be honest. Not used to seeing Spurs fans happy. It's disheartening. At least I know. Tottenham sucks, Tottenham sucks. Don't care what you think, the Spurs suck. Tottenham sucks, Tottenham sucks. Don't care if the top of the league, the Spurs suck. I'm a gunner for life, and so I can't let it rest. When I hear some silly fans screaming that the Spurs are best, so I just gotta put them back in their place and tell them to go and check out their trophy case. It's empty, filled with nothing but dust. Okay, maybe one trophy all covered in rust. But hey, it's a new day. You got yourself Jose. He iced out Dele like he was frozen. Ha! But that's cool. You got your boy back, Kurt Bale. Yep, he's all right. Weird that he couldn't get a sniff in Madrid, but played a lot of golf though. And I hear it all the time that the Gunners pass their prime and thinking that we're quality is an absolute crime. So before the comments start, let me do my part and tell y'all about my team straight from my heart. Yeah, Alba ain't been great. Pepe can't run straight. Willian is old and Xhaka is cut rate. Yet Ozil lost his job and Ceballos is a knob. And David Luiz looks like Sideshow Bob. That's cool. You know why? Because I take freaking Gunnersaurus over any of them dirty Spurs. All right, maybe Son, that boy good. But I still wouldn't ever trade my team for yours, even if you begged me down on all fours, saying, Lolo, come on, Lolo, come over. Motherfuckers, I'd rather support the Blackburn Rovers. And I'll always have a cannon on my crest, unlike y'all with the cock on your chest. And you may have a good season, straight out of luck, but one thing's never changing in my mind, that Spurs suck.
What do we think of Tottenham? Shit! What do we think of shit? Thank you!
Tottenham sucks, Tottenham sucks. Don't care what you think, the Spurs suck. Tottenham sucks, Tottenham sucks. Don't care if the top of the league, the Spurs suck. Tottenham sucks, Tottenham sucks. Don't care what you think, the Spurs suck. Tottenham sucks, Tottenham sucks. Don't care if the top of the league, the Spurs suck. Tottenham sucks, Tottenham sucks. Don't care what you think, the Spurs suck. Tottenham sucks, Tottenham sucks. Don't care if the top of the league, the Spurs suck. Tottenham sucks, Tottenham sucks. Don't care what you think, the Spurs suck. Tottenham sucks.
Yeah, get it.
You gotta still fix that ending.
Well, I just gotta upload the full thing. It just goes on for a while of dancing.
I don't think Lawrence likes your song in there. He's gone.
Oh no, he's dancing right now. He probably pulled a hip because he didn't do yoga beforehand. I'm telling you, you gotta do your.
Oh, here he is.
No, I tell you right there, that's one of the that is.
Big up, Mr. Joshy J.
That's awesome.
Well, good.
Awesome.
I'm glad all the people watching over on Early Doors got a chance to hear Tottenham sucks because, like I said, we love you West Ham fans because of your hatred of Tottenham. It's something incredible to see.
But don't all the London clubs just hate one another?
It's not a hatred like that.
I mean,
No.
It's not a hatred like that. Like, I don't hate Brentford.
Yeah. If you're an Arsenal fan here, the two London teams that we mostly hate, obviously, is Tottenham and obviously Chelsea being the other one.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
But
and to me, I have more of a pure hatred for Chelsea than I do for Tottenham. I have like a shut the fuck up and go over there to the corner attitude towards Tottenham, and Chelsea just me da asco. There's a Spanish term for like it makes me, it gives me a, like it makes me want to throw up.
But isn't there like 472 London clubs in English football?
No,
I mean, it's like you like turn a corner and there's like a London club.
And the Spurs fan here, he's Daniel, our Spurs fan here, says they all hate Spurs for some reason. It's weird, but don't really hate each other. Yeah, that's pretty true.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I didn't notice that Ant has what's it? I'm winning FPL.
Yeah, you're not, by the way.
Is that a true statement, Ant? Just to be real, I'd like to see you, buddy, but let's be real.
Tony clarified for us what it means. FPL means something else over there.
Okay, I got you. Okay, could be something different. Throwing out the terminal side note.
Yeah. Well, you guys ready to get to some bets?
Yes, I got my picks here.
All right. Let's get to betting in the dark with Mr. Tom without Mr. Tom.
Betting in the dark with Mr. Tom.
Come on, love, place your bets.
All right, this is Betting in the Dark with Mr. Tom without Mr. Tom, freezing my ass off edition. This is where we ask Mr. Tom to find us some of the craziest parlay bets that he can find that could turn £1, or the conversion rate is $1.24. Thank you very much, Director John. You could turn £1 or $1.24 into hundreds of pounds or dollars, which means these are not good bets. So please do not place these bets. But if you do and you win, let us know on the Instagram and the Twitter and all that, or next week on the show. So let's get to it. This one is sponsored by Murder Gun. Let's kick off with Liverpool versus Ipswich. And as Tom would say, Ipswich is going to win the remainder of their matches this season because they are the best team in the world, or something like that, whatever he says. So he picks Ipswich to win 2-1 with Delap to score both of those goals. Guys, what do we think about this bet? You could turn £1 into 340 pounds.
For me, if this was at Ipswich, I would take this. But
Mark, come on now, Mark. Don't be ridiculous.
Ridiculous? I'm not being ridiculous.
Sorry, I was drinking something. But Liverpool's going to be the Prem champions. Ipswich, now I like the lap. Don't get me wrong. I want him on West Ham. But this shit ain't happening.
Yes, BX. Big Ipswich got Enciso. Enciso, that is a huge playmaker on the pitch there. Listen, this is crazy. This is obviously a crazy bet.
Okay.
But we don't have first goal scorer, last goal scorer, or anything like that. This is something. Remember, Mr. Tom writes stories with these bets. So what he's saying is listen, Liverpool versus Ipswich. Liverpool come out expecting to just fucking go through them. Well, Delap goes over the top, and they get caught out on the break, and boom, it's 1-0. Oh man, what the fuck's going on? Oh, Salah goes down the pitch and scores a goal. Halftime. Here we go. Let's come back out. We're going to do this.
I like Daniel's call.
Ipswich just holds him. And then he goes over the top once again and scores. It could happen. It won't, but it could. I'm just saying it could.
It could happen. It could happen.
So if you like anything about this bet, go ahead and place it. Or if you want to flip it around and go Liverpool 2-1, Liam Delap to not score 2 goals, that'll probably pay you $1 for $1 or less.
Do you think Enciso plays?
Enciso,
sorry. Do you think he plays? Or is it too soon?
I don't know. It'll have to do with did they fully sign him? Did they get all that done? Did he train?
No way. He's not going to
Well,
I doubt.
This bet becomes more plausible if he does play.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
man,
I got you. Good shot.
His crosses are dope, and having him feed someone like Delap,
I got you.
Is going to be They may survive on this piece alone.
But not
They're
today.
a good squad.
Not tomorrow.
They're a good squad.
Yeah, they've had Amari Hutchinson, I believe, on the right side, putting in some work, and Enciso generally plays on the left side. So all of a sudden, you've got a much better looking attack up there. Very interesting. It's not going to happen, like we said, but something to think about.
Yep.
And they play at 10 o'clock as well, right, Mark? Our time.
I think everybody plays at 10 o'clock tomorrow. I mean, it's like 5 matches, and like 2 of them I want to watch outside of the Arsenal match. I'm not even going to call it the Wolves match.
They got West Ham as the main event on Sunday.
Yeah. And who does West Ham play?
Nobody.
What?
West Ham is playing. I
Villa.
didn't see you on here. Oh, there you go. You're playing Villa. That's yeah. I guess that's the problem. You know what? I will say this. I mean, since we've got it in front of me and we're talking about what is the marquee match, for me it might be Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, that's going to be a really good one
because these guys are in position to do something. Not saying they will. Not saying either of these teams are going to be in the top 4 because I still don't believe it. But we have Nottingham Forest 3rd. We have Bournemouth 7, and Bournemouth 3 points off of Chelsea in 4th.
No, that's going to be a great match.
You know, that I think is your marquee match. But anyway, let's get back to betting in the dark. I digress.
I did predict that 2-2 though.
We'll get to that.
Sorry. Mark's fault.
All right, let's see the next one, John. Man City versus Chelsea. This is Chelsea to win 3-0. Whoa. Okay, Cole Palmer to score first. Nico Jackson. Chamon. Chamon. To score.
That shit ain't happening.
Wow, Tom, I don't think I can go with this. Chelsea give up goals to everybody, especially when they go up goals. And City, one thing that they still can do is score goals. They just leak goals like crazy. I see this more as like a 4-4 or something. Like,
no, I think this game's definitely got goals. He's definitely got goals this game, definitely. But I mean, I'm not going to give my score prediction now because I'm going to probably do it in a bit. But I mean, it's going to be very close. But I'm sorry, but I got to say it. I just got edged with Man City. I mean, last week they just hammered Ipswich. I know it's Ipswich, but I mean, 6-0. I think Man City's just going to find their form now, and they're going to start winning games, and they're just going to gradually creep up that table. You know, so. I got a favor Man City in this one.
Yeah, I don't take this bet. I don't take this bet at all. City at home, they are awake and they've figured out a way, you know. And Chelsea very inconsistent. I don't know if I like this.
No, I good shot by Ant. I think with him, I think Man City's starting to improve and they're going to get better. So I agree with Ant.
I said this is a 3-2 to see myself.
Yeah.
Because he's on that Mamouche, haven't they? So I'm not too sure if he's going to start this weekend. There's a possible. I did read that he might be on the bench.
Who's that?
Yeah, I think he'll be on the bench. I think they've got the deal over because he can play because they've signed him in time, haven't they? So
yeah.
Who, Marmouche?
Yeah, Mamouche. Yeah.
But who when he comes in off the bench, who does he go in for? Who comes off?
Well, he's a striker at the end of the day. So obviously, is he going to? I don't know if you're going to take Haaland off, or unless he brings.
Haaland never comes off.
And
I know, but
because he never runs.
Unless he takes a midfielder off and plays him alongside Haaland, because the striker they just signed, he's got 17 goals in 15 games.
I know. I just think it's a horrible signing for City for that kid. I just don't think it's just not going to. Now here I go saying this, and I'm gonna fucking jinx everything, and he's gonna be the new Haaland. But I'm just saying they are that Marmoush buy is a 6 month too late attempt to replace Julian Alvarez, which Julian Alvarez was able to play a bit more false 90 alongside Haaland a little bit. But still it didn't work when they played together. So they had to start alternating, and when Haaland didn't play, Julian Alvarez did very well. Marmoush is much more of a traditional striker. So I don't know. I think it's I think had he gone to any number of other teams, he would have had a lot more opportunities.
But I totally agree, Lolo. But one thing you got to know is Foden is starting to come on his own in the last couple of matches. You're starting to see a Foden that was last year. Now, will it sustain? Who knows? But he's starting to come around with that. So I think that's their upside. If he plays like he's played the last couple of matches, they're coming on.
Absolutely. And Chelsea lead goals, like Chelsea, especially if Chelsea take the lead, like I was saying. So I don't see this. I think if you want easy money, just put like $10,000 on both teams to score. It'll be terrible return, but you'll win. you'll fucking win. Yeah, he's still listening to the show. Good. Yeah, exactly, Tom. We're not mad at you for this bet. We know what you're doing. We know exactly what you do. And Mr. Tom, this is going to be the one that hits because 0 of us are going to place this bet. And this is what's going to actually hit. All the ones that make sense won't hit. So, okay, maybe I was wrong, Steven. Maybe you know more. To be honest, I've only started looking at this kid play once he was linked to the Premier League. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe he can play all the way along the front. So maybe he goes in for Doku or I don't know. But you're not taking Foden out right now. Foden is hot, like you said.
Exactly. Yep.
He's a rent boy, but
oh my God.
Lolo is such a son of a bitch.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Zebras.
He's down for the gangbang for sure. Aston Villa versus West Ham. We've got West Ham to win 3-1. Crescencio Somerville to score first, and Jan Duran to score. Wow.
Best prediction. Book it, baby. Book it.
All right, I'll place this one.
I'll take 3-1.
I'm not placing that other one, but I'll place this one.
Somerville is coming off. He's supposed to be healthy for the game. Duran should be on our squad. He'll probably squeak one in.
We're still unsure about Somerville being fit and available for this game. He'll probably be on the bench, if anything.
Yeah, but I think he's going to definitely be on the bench, though. They're saying he's somewhat, but yeah. I think he's going to play. Does he play halftime? Who knows? But
possibly. Yeah. We need something. But yeah,
Mr. Tom says if he knew Lawrence was going to be here, he would have said 7-1 Villa. All right, Tony. What are your thoughts?
I mean, look, John Duran, as people in the chat have already said, and that we could just see it written in the stars that this man is going to either start or come off the bench, and he's going to score against us. Considering we've put in another derisory bid for this fella, and we've kind of soured the relationship with Aston Villa because they put a value of 70 million. So what does Sullivan go and do? Yeah, we're going with 40 million first, then going with a 57 million bid.
Yeah.
And they look at us and say, can you not read what this says. Clearly, it's 70 million plus, but good old Sullivan. Let's go in for the cheap and cheerful, and hopefully we'll get this player. So he's going to score against us, guarantee it.
Well, you know what you should have done, Tim? You should have done what Arsene Wenger did with Suarez. You should have put a pound on the end of that.
Yeah, it's true, mate, isn't it? Yeah, put that pad on. We've got it over the line.
My concern in this match, Tone, is that our defense is going to be so pitiful now.
Yeah, we're stretched, aren't we?
Even sorry ass Mav, who's got he's already out because he had 2 yellows for the Reds, so he's out there. And Tadebo's, I heard, out for like 3 to 4 weeks. So I think it could be adverse, but who knows? I'm still going for a 2-1 West Ham victory, so that's how I roll. But Tom, very good prediction, buddy.
Right?
We miss you, buddy.
It could work.
Could
what is the status on Mikel Antonio, guys? How's he doing since his car accident?
The main thing is he seems to I think he's very happy that he's alive still. That's one thing. But his recuperation is going very well. He seems to be.
Did you say you think he's happy that he's alive? Is that what you said?
Oh no, he's definitely happy he's alive. I mean,
I think he's happy that he's alive.
I think he's happy. Yeah, I mean, it's
John. It's like your Rangers. They hope that they're alive, which you're not.
Oh man, I mean, it's just making sure that if you do ever come into the Powerball or over here the National Lottery, don't buy a Ferrari because their handling sucks by the looks of it.
Yeah, it's like no. I think in my opinion, Tony, you tell me if I'm wrong. Is that his career is definitely done with West Ham because it would have been done in the first place, and I think we're taking care of him the best we can, which is respectful. And we should.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he was already towards the end of being part of the West Ham football team. We were using him because that's what we had, but I think he'll be. Hopefully, I hope it's the best for the guy, but he's not. You saw his last time on the pitch for West Ham.
Yeah, I agree on that.
In my opinion.
Yeah, that sucks. All right, let's go to the next one. The Magic 3. So if you want to take all of these teams to win, Ipswich to beat Liverpool, Chelsea to beat City, and West Ham to beat Villa. Whew, those are big asks. 395 to 1.
I would take 2 of the 3. Not the first one. That's for sure. It's good money for a pound or whatever. What is that?
For a pound. For $1, you win nearly $500.
I'd do it.
You can do it. Easy money. All right. Well, that was betting in the dark with Mr. Tom. If any of those happen to come true and you did happen to place a bet on them, let us know about it. Thank you very much.
I think I'm going to see if we quit. Sorry, Tim.
You tight ass fucker, Jesus.
Oh, you know he is. How long did it take to fix his fire alarm? About a year.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Lawrence, that thing was driving me crazy. You know the story? I bought a battery from the shops, put it in the smoke alarm, and I bought a dud. So I had to buy another battery and put it in. I'm happy to say it's worked. But when it starts beeping again, watch this space.
That shit drove us crazy.
So Lolo and Mark, just to put you in the picture, with several shows that we did.
Several.
It went on for nearly, it was just, man, every time we're talking in the background, beep. Oh, and it what the fuck?
I actually thought they did that shit on purpose because he loved it. He's like, and no, the more I get, and more that I know Ant now, the more that I think he did that shit on purpose.
I did, Lawrence.
I love the dude, but he did it shit on purpose.
I like actually Rosie sussed you out, Anthony. Anyway, is the comment to come up in a minute.
Oh, square.
There it goes.
They're busting. They're busting.
Cheers, Rosie. She normally calls me by a nickname, but you know, she's dressed me as Auntie, so you know.
Yeah, we know your nickname.
They're all dropping off like flies.
They're dropping like flies. I was just going to say.
I'll tell you, Lawrence is out. Lolo is out. My microphone has been out for God knows how long.
I'm here. I don't want you to see me.
I just want to know why Lawrence is wearing Wolverhampton gold. I know he's not picking Wolverhampton to beat Arsenal.
I know you Wolves fans can't spell, but it's called the U.S. Navy. And we're gold and blue.
Oh, were you Navy?
For 26 years, my friend.
No shit. Good on you, man. My family was servicemen too.
Oh, respect their service. But yeah, 26 years, buddy. Retired.
Yeah, my grandfather was a lifer.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Well, guys, you ready to do the breakdown of our predictions for the match week?
Yep.
Let's do it. All right, first up, our first match of the day. I guess we'll go in this order because there isn't really any particular order. But what Mark said is the match of the weekend, Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest.
That
at
is
Bournemouth.
2-2.
All right.
No, I'm sorry, I could only see Forest winning this, so I'm going to go. I'm going to say 2-0 Nottingham Forest.
Wow, 2-0, ain't? You don't think
Yeah.
Bournemouth? Shit.
No.
Bournemouth is. I'm sorry, Mark. Bournemouth has not lost a match in 11 matches, and there's 10 Prem and 2 other ones. Oh, I could explain. I see you shaking your head.
Oh no, I was looking at a comment and no, I'm not shaking my head. And actually, Lawrence, I agree with you. This is going to be a draw, but this is going to be 0-0.
Okay.
I think Bournemouth plays defense, and I think Forest is going to play their defense because they do play really good defense. I mean, I could see a Chris Wood sneaking a goal in there, but I think this is just going to be locked down, and it may not even be that great of a game. It won't live up to its potential. But I see 0-0. I don't see goals scored here.
Okay.
Mark, I feel the complete opposite.
Awesome. Yeah. I hope you're right because I'm going to miss it.
No, because Mark, like these two teams right now are doing shit that we didn't expect, right? They're both playing out of their minds. Hey, mute yourself if you're going to be doing all that fucking shit, Lauren. Jesus Christ, man. We're not on the boat.
That wasn't me. You son of a bitch.
That wasn't you. We can see you. You're like, how do I get this bag closer to the microphone? Whoa.
John, stop that.
But Mark, you know when we see these matches of it's the Manchester Derby, it's Arsenal Liverpool, it's these two when there's these two big clubs, and it's always kind of a disappointment. I think this is going to be the opposite, where it's two teams where all of a sudden we're like, hey, this is actually a good match. They're going to fucking ball out and both try to prove something that they're the real deal. And I think it's going to open up the back end a little bit. And I think somebody said 3-2 over here.
So basically you're saying is that this is the match I should watch rather than Arsenal completely neutering the Wolves.
I'm definitely going to have it like on my phone while I'm watching our match, because I think our match is going to be tighter than everybody is saying, but we'll get there in a minute. I'm going with what Rosie said. I'm going 3-2 Forest. Okay.
All right.
Well, that shut everybody up. Brighton Everton, I guess. Let's go on. Brighton Everton. Tony?
I'm going to go for a
Anthony?
2-1 to Brighton.
2-1
And obviously
to-
the previous game, the Bournemouth Nottingham Forest, I'm going for a Desmond on 1-2-2.
2-2. All right, and Brighton. Brighton again. You said
2-1 to Brighton.
2-1 to the Chip Steelers. Do you think Dominic Calvert-Lewin gets a goal for Everton? Because what is wrong with him? Like, what is happening with that dude?
Yeah, I mean,
No, I just don't think he's been
many
managed
times.
right.
No,
I don't think he's been managed right at all, Calvert-Lewin. You know, I mean, if he played... Go on, Laura.
I'm sorry, and I didn't mean to interrupt you, but he gets a lot of injuries.
He's been fit all season. He's played every fucking game.
Last
Got
year,
like 3
though,
goals.
and he's had a consistency. If you want to say after his career, he's been injured a lot. He does not stay healthy. Period.
I'm sorry, but if Kai Havertz gets more goals than you, you are crap.
I think Everton continues that little manager bounce, and Everton walks out of the wherever Brighton played at the Amex, right?
The Amex Stadium,
yeah. They're I think Everton walks away with the points here.
Really, I say.
I'm gonna go Everton 2, Brighton 0. Hey, Led Zepp agreed with me, right? Almost on cue. Thank you, Director John. No, wait a minute. He went the other way. I don't see so well anymore. I'm an old man. I got sores that don't heal.
Mark, TMI, buddy. TMI.
Yeah, no, man. That's a joke, but y'all know what I'm talking about. No, I have no idea.
I'm just joking, too. 2-1, 2-1 Brighton for me.
2-1 Liverpool plays into the crowd.
2-1. I'm going 1-1 here. I think Everton do continue a new manager bounce, but that is a draw at, away to Brighton, who Brighton are still a very solid team. And I think that is a victory for them. Clearly not, but it is something to walk away with.
Yeah,
all right.
I'll go 2-2. I think the trouble is though, when Dyche was the manager of Everton, they were too defensive. But that's Dyche's tactics, isn't it, Sean Dyche? He likes to go very defensive. So, but when you see them on the weekend, obviously when he played against Tottenham, I thought Everton were fantastic, especially in that first half. Do you know what I mean? So, but I can't see them winning. I don't think they're going to lose. So I reckon 2-2.
2-2. All right, Liverpool Ipswich, guys, at Anfield.
This for me gets the asterisk. Liverpool absolutely take care of Ipswich. Probably 3-1. But if Enzo does play, I don't know, man.
Enciso, man. How many different ways are you going to say
I don't know. What? It's my
He's now
thing.
Enzo?
I don't know names. He could be E-I-E-I-O or he could be Oreo. I don't know. But here's the thing. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Am I not wrong?
I do, because I listen to you all the time.
And I think
other people are like,
here.
Other people are like, which Enzo did they sign?
I think they know exactly who I'm talking about.
I mean, the other way you can pronounce his name, Lolo, is Osikny. If you spell it backwards. So yeah, there's a new one. There's a new one for Mark. Add that to the list.
We'll get that.
Well, if Easy Chair plays, it's going to be a different ball game.
Yeah, I got to agree with that. Emirates 4-1. I'll go 4-1 Liverpool. I mean, they've just bounced back. Well, they haven't bounced back, but Ipswich 6-0. I'm being generous to Ipswich. I'm giving them a goal. So do you know what I mean? So, but I can't see anything there, but just Liverpool running riot basically. So, yeah, 4-1.
I'm going to be a bit more generous, certainly. I'm going to go 3-1 for Liverpool. I think, Ipswich might, because you've got to think, after that drubbing they've had, they're going to want to do a little bit better. Right. So 3-1, I'd say, a bit more respectable, I'd say.
Oh, I didn't know. You're bottom of the predictions league team, so, you know.
Bottom of the prediction.
I think I'm gonna. If I was to bet on this game, I would go Salah hat trick.
Yeah.
Not for me. I'm going 2-0 Liverpool. I think it's comfortable. It's fine. Back and forth for a while, but 2-0. Easy peasy. All right, Southampton, Newcastle. Ooh, Newcastle lost last week, but that was to Bournemouth. Southampton can't seem to do anything. They just can't get right.
I'm going to go 3-1 to Newcastle.
You're going to give Southampton a goal.
I mean, the rock and roll manager, he's actually kind of give Southampton a bit more fight, but I think they've got a chance of getting a goal. But other than that, that's about it.
3-0.
I don't see Southampton. I don't see him scoring here. Newcastle, they're a little disappointing last week, but they'll bounce back. I think 2-0 is fair, and I think Isak gets both of them.
I know what, Mark. I didn't think Southampton could score goals last week, and they got 2. So I gave Newcastle 2-1 because they're putting in some goals regardless. They're still 6 points, but I gave them a 2-1 Newcastle win though.
Yeah, fair enough. That's a good shout.
Wow, no, I'm going 4-0 Newcastle. I think they bounce back angry that they got their pants pulled down at Bournemouth, and they're going to come back and do some damage here. And maybe Isak gets all 4 of those goals because I am captaining Isak, just to let you guys know.
Are you Captain Isak?
Yep.
I need some FPL. I have Palmer still, but he looks like he was hurt. The last match, he's kind of suspect.
Hey, yes. Rosie gifted one on the Stoop membership. And Brooklyn want to know what all that other stuff is. But thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. We really love that. And yeah, please make sure you're smashing the like buttons on both of our streaming channels right now. Let's go to the next match, Wolves Arsenal. All right, who wants to go first? Wolves, Molyneux, Arsenal.
It's got to be 3-1. Got to be 3-1 to these lot. Look at the cannon on there. That cannon is more mightier than the hammer. That's what I'm going to say. When I say a hammer, I mean a toffee hammer. Right? But yeah, 3-1 Arsenal.
Why is it fading?
Kai Havertz that trick.
Why is it fading, Anthony? It looks a bit. At least you can see Lolo, so you can see it quite clearly. But I'm struggling. Even with my bins on, I can't really.
I love it, Tony. Go at him. Go at it.
There you go. There's a cannon there.
No. That fucking cannon is like Fort McHenry. That's like back in the 80s.
It's a wagon wheel. It's a wagon wheel with a cigar.
That shit don't work.
I'll tell you something now. When Mick Arteta leaves this club, this cannon is not shooting blanks. That's a fact.
Well, I believe, if I'm just going to jump in as the only Wolves fan in New York.
God bless you.
I mean, there is the possibility that we're just going to get blown out, and we're going to be one of those teams facing relegation that gets that like another 6-1 whooping or anything like that. But I think what I was thinking is that if somehow the Wolves could put together this lineup, I think we can give I think we can give Arsenal a game. Yeah, this is my starting 11. I call this team the Bizarro World Wolverhamptons.
Yeah.
Look at this. We mentioned it
Mark.
earlier on the show.
Hold on, Mark. I'm very upset about this because I don't know who the fuck Jimenez from Spain is. Doesn't exist. He doesn't exist.
Exact same thing, and I couldn't find anyone. But
Mark,
back to my earlier
he's
argument,
from Mexico. He's from Mexico.
No
He's
shit.
from fucking Mexico.
No shit. Tell me something I don't know. But what I couldn't do in the haste of putting this together is going down. Do you know how many fucking Jimenez there are in the soccer world?
Pedro Neto,
I mean,
Ruben
quite
Neves.
a bit. And so
That's
I
worse
put
than me thinking
this
Cooper
together
and
on the
sacked.
fly during our show. If you want to school me here, fantastic. But you know exactly
Mark,
what I'm talking about.
Fucking there is Jimenez for Spain. For Spain. Doesn't have a picture because that player doesn't fucking exist. Jimenez is from Mexico.
No shit. This
I
is
get so mad on the fucking
shit moment.
I get so mad watching anytime
Lolo,
Raul Jimenez
Captain
is
Obvious.
playing. Anytime Jimenez is playing, and the commentators go out of their way to say Jimenez, and they add the theta from Spain, but he's Mexican. You don't do that. His name is Jimenez. Stop trying so hard and fucking say his name correctly. You're being offensive to Mexicans.
All right.
Coming from a Mexican. Mark, that team is incredible, by the way. That team is fucking lights out. That's just a big trigger for me. Let's put that team back up on the screen because I want to look at the rest of those. Because people forget that you had all these guys.
Go on, Lilo. Sorry.
Kilman, I like you. Got Kilman. You got my.
That was what I was going to say. What is it? I know Tony's opinion on Kilman. What's your opinion on Kilman, Lawrence?
I think he's had some up and downs, but he's had more ups than downs. I mean, he does, and our center backs has been pitiful, but I think he's holding his own. He's declined a little bit, Tony, in the last couple of matches, but overall, he's the best we got. What do you, Tony don't sound to agree.
I think I'm just kind of I think he's missing Lopetegui. I think he's pining for the Lopetegui because there's
no. Nunez manages this squad. If I'm going to go out on that fantasy, you know.
But Tony, without Kilman, who else we have?
Well, we don't really have anyone else, do we? I mean, we've got the we've got the young lad.
Is he better
than Cresswell?
Zuma?
Is Emerson? We've got the youngster.
Is he better than Zuma? Is he better than Guard?
He's better than Zuma.
So what I'm saying is he's improved. So
hey, look at that. We got another Wolves fan.
Yeah, Ryan. No, Ryan G. He's
fucking fantastic.
Yeah, Ryan's a good guy as well. But as you're saying about the Mexicans, Jose obviously saying don't diss the Spaniards either. Make sure of that.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard. I didn't diss anything about Spaniards except that Jimenez. There's no Spanish Jimenez who has played for Wolves. So maybe in their history there has.
Again, you are absolutely correct.
Hey, Mark, what's up with Dawson, though? Why is he not playing? Is he hurt?
Oh, he's terrible.
No bullshit. Dawson's probably the best center back you would have, but I saw you're
Wolves are like obviously, if this is my Bizarro World starting 11, I'm putting in a guy that played for us for 6 months over Dawson. I just don't rate him anymore. He gave up a brace in own goals versus Everton. I'm sorry, I can't agree with you saying, "Oh, he's our best center back." You know, he is certainly not, as far as I'm concerned.
Doherty's not in there.
I do not. I think he's old and slow, but for some way, Pereira has unlocked him. He has been playing much better.
And for all that you guys
under Gary O'Neill, he was shit. I hated when Doherty came on. Absolutely hated it.
And for not playing Dawson, you guys are close to relegation.
For not playing Dawson, the king of own goals? What, like, they give up enough goals as it is. They don't need somebody heading in.
Need help.
Corners.
We don't need help.
Hey, hold on,
you know
guys.
what? I'll tell you what, Lawrence. Lawrence, I'll tell you what. Since you love Dawson so I will give you Dawson back and you can give us I'll tell you what, Lawrence. You can have Dawson. We'll take Kilman back.
No, you won't get Kilman back.
What?
But we would take Dawson back in a heartbeat, wouldn't we, Tone?
For Kilman?
Yeah, legend.
Straight up. Dawson for
trade.
Kilman.
No, let me talk to your
Kilman.
Mark, before you say that, let me ask your daddy. Is that okay, Lolo, that Mark authorizes that?
What? I don't even understand what is going on with that.
Daddy?
Because he's not. Because
this show's gone off the rails.
Because I'm telling you, Dawson's a quality player. He does give us some old goals because he's hustling.
Wow.
But you put him in for set pieces in there, he gets the goals there. Dawson.
No matter who's kicking the set piece, your team, my team, doesn't matter. I'm hitting it in the goal every time.
Yeah, because Ryan put on he'll take Mavropanos over Dawson, and Michael Bleezer said, "Yeah, we'll trade Dawson for Mavropanos, Mavroponi." Yeah, that's about right.
I don't rate him at all.
Okay, fair enough.
I do not rate Mavropanos, whatever the fuck his name is. I do not rate him at all.
He's terrible.
I think he's shit for you guys. That's what I think.
I totally agree, Mark. That's why we got rid of him, because he was crap. Honestly. He scored a few in goals for Arsenal, Mavropanos.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But, I mean, look, the whole thing is like, Dawson, why don't I have Dawson in there? I've got Collins in there. Collins played for us for like 6 months, whatever. But what's the problem with Wolves and set pieces right now as far as defending and scoring set pieces? We are a super small team. We have like one player who's 6'2". If with Collins and Kilman and Cunha, that's 3 6-footers.
Yeah.
And I think that I could put like Den Donker on the fucking bench, God forbid. Still like that guy.
Yeah. It's a good point, Mark, about his height and stuff like that. But I'm biased, I guess, because when he was with West Ham, what he did for us during those couple of years was very good. And he did actually, and Tony will tell you, wow, he gave a couple of own goals, but he's hustling his ass off in the box, trying real hard. And then even on the set pieces over there, he was very valuable. So when we passed in there, he got some scores. So I am biased. I agree, because he did well for us.
Well, I gotta say, as much as y'all have love for Dawson, and I love Dawson when he played for West Ham, but I also like Mark Noble. I love and there comes a time where your time is done.
I got your point, Mark.
There you have it.
Mark, can I ask you why you didn't include the Fartmaster General Connor Cody?
Leicester wants him out.
because I wanted this is the criteria was this. You have to be still playing in the league and you have to still be playing well. And I don't think Connor Cody, although he's having a bit of a renaissance, he's at is he at Everton now? I think Connor Cody is at Everton, and he's their captain. So I mean, he's come back.
Is he playing? I think I saw him working at a Tesco. No, he plays for Leicester. He plays
for Leicester, and he's the captain. But I mean, for me, it's like Kilman. He's like 26.
Never seen him play for Leicester. What?
Oh no, he's their captain. He's their captain.
He was playing defense when they were in the championship.
You've never seen him play for Leicester. Can I ask how many Leicester matches you've watched this season?
I watched.
They're not exactly must-see TV.
I watched one against Arsenal.
It's true, right? Yeah.
It is true. Leicester is terrible. He's the only reason why I believe Wolves might not get relegated. Is Leicester is like they're just old. Like I'm just waiting, like for they in lineup that they're just all going to be in recliners.
Connor Cody isn't even
clicker in their hand.
Connor Cody didn't even start against Crystal Palace. Like, I mean, come on, he cannot be.
I don't know about that.
I just looked at it. He didn't start it, and he didn't come off the bench.
Well, I do know that Connor Cody wears the badge.
Here, Colin.
Well, not from the bench.
Bless you, mate.
Take care, Colin. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Well, apparently it's Seamus Coleman. Jesus. So maybe Seamus Coleman was injured, and
maybe he came on for him and took the armband. Anyway, did we ever say our predictions for? I think Arsenal is going to win 3-1. By the way,
that's my score as well.
Get a goal.
Yeah,
I'll take. I think it's gonna. I think Arsenal's gonna score 5 on us. So I'm gonna go 5-1. I'm gonna go 5-1. The Arsenal.
I was thinking about throwing Declan Rice on my fantasy team.
Don't do that.
He takes corners, man. He takes corners and he's cheap. He's cheap enough that like he takes corners and I have Gabriel. So like if he's corner, assist, goal, clean sheet. Assist, goal, clean sheet.
I could see, because the Wolves are so poor at defending set pieces and corners, I actually would give Gabriel my money.
Captain?
I could see that. I could see that, and Ryan G is getting where I'm getting.
Ryan, my boy.
I think Gabriel gets a brace. I think he gets a brace.
Then you should have Declan Rice in your fucking team, because you get
Hey guys, what's the thing with the manager now where you get a chip for that? What does that?
That's fucking dumb. So you pick a manager, and like the next 3 weeks, if they win their games, they get certain amount of points.
Yeah, it's like
something like that.
It's where I haven't looked into.
You pick a manager.
If you pick a manager, they put their players of their team in. But what I'm saying is, when you use that, make sure you've got 3 or at least 4 free transfers. I'm giving my tactics away here, and bloody hell, look, John can hear me in the background. But what I'm saying is, you keep 3 or 4 transfers, because when you pick the manager from a team you want, they'll take out some players and they're putting other players as well, preferably from their team.
You're not winning the FPL, apparently. Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
Sorry. I was listening to you because I have no idea how to do this thing, but then John changed your name, so
he did. But John's used all his chips. John's used all his chips, so I'm happy with that.
Well, good.
I'm
I don't think I've used any.
Oh, here
No,
he
I
comes.
haven't. No, I haven't.
John, how did you get that many points, man? You're like a king. Yeah.
I know zip about this sport.
And how'd you get that shit? I need to talk to you offline.
I could tell you, but then
That's kill me. I got you.
He watches Betting in the Dark every Friday and bets opposite whatever it says, and he's doing fucking great.
He is. He's the king. He's the king on that FPL.
I think he's got a fixer. I think somebody tells him who to put on his squad.
I agree.
I'm not
Mark.
sure who
I
it
agree
is,
with that.
John, but I'm gonna figure it out.
I think
Somebody
he's using
can-
autotrader.com. I think I've heard of that. That's
Oh
a
my
good
God.
one.
I think he might be. I think he might be tied in with those only football fans.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Possibly.
Good thing.
All right, guys, let's go to Man City, Chelsea, as we're running out of time.
Holy shit.
Somehow we started way earlier on this today, and
we got stuck on Wolves. Stupid graphic.
We got stuck a bunch of times. Let's go, Man City, Chelsea. I see this one. I'm gonna call this one 4-4. Let's fucking do it. 4-4. I think it's gonna be insane.
I'm going the same as Led Zeppelin. I'm going 3-2 City. I think there's goals in this game, plenty of goals. But I think City, like Anthony said, they'll nick it.
That was my score line as well, so I'm going to change it now. I'm going to go I'll up one on Lolo. I'll go 9-9. So
9-9. There you go. It could happen.
I'll go 3-3. You know, if we're gonna put some goals in there, I don't necessarily believe in either of these teams' defense. I think there are goals to be had. I'm going 3-3. Not quite 4-4, not 3-2, but you know.
I'll go 2-2.
All right, Crystal Palace, Brentford. I've got 3-1 Brentford.
I'm going to go 2-1.
I have 0-2 Brentford.
I'll go for a Desmond.
1-2.
Crystal Palace at home has been it proves to be a tough place. 2-1 Crystal Palace.
Wow. That's a shout out there, Mark.
All right. Spurs, Leicester. I actually have a Tottenham win here. 2-1. It will not be comfortable for anybody.
Lolo, I got the same thing. Everybody jump in. I got 2-1-2. Spuds.
I think I think basically the Spurs players outside of Son don't want to play for Ange anymore. I don't see him winning this. Leicester 1-0 and Ange fired on Monday.
Wow.
No.
Okay. Possible.
They've got half a foot into a final. I know they've changed.
That's
they've
why they're
fucking
stopping
fired
Lolo.
Mourinho.
Yep.
They fired Mourinho before the final, which was the dumbest thing they could ever do.
Yeah,
But
would
they fire Ange when they're one step away from the final?
Who won the league for Chelsea? Thomas Tuchel. What the fuck did he do for Chelsea to earn that? Fuck all.
Yeah.
What?
What it was Spuds got? They got the Caribou Cup, and they're still in.
They're in all three competitions, I believe.
Well,
not all three. Sorry, they're in the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and the league. Yeah, and I guess Europa League.
And that's why he's still around.
The problem with Spurs at the moment, because they're doing so much shithousery, and I'm going for a 1-1.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 Tottenham. I got them down. I just think that's a game that Solanke is scoring. To be honest with you,
he's injured, mate. He's out for 6 weeks.
Oh, is he? Oh, fuck that! I'll change my scoreline then.
Is he really?
Yeah, Solanke's injured.
He's out for 6 weeks.
He ain't done much anyway.
Long.
I rate the guy, but he ain't done much shit anyway.
Yeah,
Solanke's
that
awesome.
wouldn't.
I would take him in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
that wouldn't
he
change
came from
anything for me,
Bournemouth. He
though.
was good, but he's not done. He's
Yeah,
not
it's true,
produced
Lolo.
there.
I agree on that.
Yeah, the fact that he's out doesn't change anything for me. It might actually
No,
say,
'cause
okay,
he-
cool, Madison will get 2 then. Because
100%.
they'll
You know what? No, a good shot because then Madison getting there. Madison's been probably one of their most. Once they put him off the bench. he
Yeah, but
scores.
they're trying to play a different type of ball. They got Solanke, and Solanke's not the.
I like him.
He
I
was,
rate the guy, but he ain't done him.
yeah, but he's not the way that they play. They were. Somebody was like, "We need another Harry Kane. We need a big fucking striker." And they got him, and it's like, no, he doesn't. He's not a Harry Kane, but he's also
Yeah.
not like doing anything else.
Yeah.
He's just kind of
exactly.
hanging out up top, and that's not how they play, and it kind of fucks with a lot of what they do, as opposed to having more fluid players. So with him out, I would say they're more likely to win. What would Bandy say? I'll tell you.
This is a man that likes to talk. Anybody that will listen to him.
I think Bandy would say.
That's what I was going with.
I think Bandy would say if shit had bones, it would get up and walk.
That is something he said. That is also something he
that
said.
is my. I use that all the time. It was my favorite Bandy
Harry
quote.
Kane.
Harry
All
Kane. I
right.
like that.
The hairiest of Canes. The hairiest of Canes. And let's go Villa West Ham. Villa West Ham.
2-1 West Ham. We're gonna take this one.
7-1 Aston Villa.
See, that's why I hate you. I hate you.
He's a
Literally,
prick, isn't he?
in my
He
soul.
he fucking
Every
comes out
time.
sometimes will do.
Don't
you know.
smile at me. I want that alarm to go off.
I know Arsenal, man. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, Head says it's going to be a Villa win. I've got 2-1 for Villa to win this, but Hart would love to see
3-1 Villa.
West Ham to win.
Villa's in pretty good form right now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go 2-1 Villa. The West Ham goal is Souček on a set piece.
Potato
That's
salad.
good
That's
shout.
not a bad shout. Not a bad shout.
That's a
that
great
one.
shout. I'm going one more on that, Mark. I'm going Villa 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1. I second that, Lolo. So, I mean, I got to be honest with you. When you look at the age of the players at West Ham, it's like, what is it? He's like an LD people's him. I mean, you look at Cresswell, he's 37. Then you've got loads of players. I mean, they're just better off just signing Lawrence. Have it. Play Lawrence instead of Kilman. Seriously.
Yeah, you might be better off.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty good center back, just so you know.
Well, Tony used to play left back, and that was in the changing rooms. But, you know, that's a different story.
Oh, Lord.
Aye. All right,
well,
final match.
Let me just see if I can show this on the camera. This is our new signing. If it'll show itself up here. Look, there he is.
Jesus. Oh, my God.
That's our new signing. Yeah. 62-year-old Carlos Bacca. Short-term deal.
Bring him back. All right, let's go Fulham versus Manchester United. For this one, I have a 2-1 Fulham win.
Same here.
Same here.
Not many draws. I don't think we picked a single draw. Oh, 4-4.
I called the Bournemouth Forest as a draw.
Yeah.
And I also
many draws.
think there was something else I called as a draw. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, Fulham, Man United's problems continue. They don't know who they are. Their manager doesn't know who they are, although he says that they are the worst version of Man United ever in the history of the club, which I found pretty shocking. And if I was the owner of the club, I would have fucking fired him for making that statement. I don't care. You don't show me those balls.
Yeah.
And so I think the club is going to be a little I don't know what to say or think about this. And Fulham at home takes full advantage. And who's going to start for or play for United, because everyone's on the fucking chopping block right now. Everyone is linked to a sale. I mean, Garnacho is going to be sold or loaned out. That's one of the biggest fucking mistakes. I'm not a big fan of Man United, but I love that dude. I think he's very, very good for them, and I think that there's like some threads of a skeleton of a body that you could build around. And he's one of those players. But I think right now West Ham is just not West Ham. I'm sorry. Man United is just like, we don't know who we are. We don't know who we're going to be playing with on Sunday. We don't know who's going to be here in February. And Fulham takes full advantage. I'm going 3-0 Fulham.
Wow.
You were right the first time, Mark. You said West Ham. You was right the first time.
I spoke ahead because there's so many of you fuckers on this screen.
And it's a West Ham undercover.
I'm going to go 2-1 Lolo Fulham. I think with that Fulham team, I mean, that Robertson they've got in defence, he's been playing brilliant. Iwobi, our ex-player at Arsenal. I mean, look at the 2 goals he scored against this lot down here, up here, So, but yeah, I like this Fulham team. I really do, and especially having our ex-player as well from last season, signing Smith Rowe. He's come on. He scored last weekend. So, yeah, I think 2-1 Fulham.
Yeah, same scoreline as well. And I've just seen it looks like Somerville will be out of the game for against Villa.
He's out?
It looks like he's ruled out, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's a blow.
Yeah, so he's not going to score first, as per Tom's bet. Guys, well, that's about it for our show tonight. We've covered everything on that. I'm just gonna let you guys know I got my whole list of all my bets. I am going to place that as a parlay. I'm sure my $1 will make me $1 million when that hits exactly right. Oh, Director John, 40 some odd points, 46 points above the second place. Wow. Wow. You are.
Where's Anthony? Oh man.
Behind me.
Number 10.
14.
It's high score wins, right? That's how this goes. High score wins.
It is. I don't mind if you win, mate, because you're doing really well. But I can't have Lawrence not finishing above me.
I'm ahead of you right now.
So much shit.
No, I'm getting the anchor. The next couple of weeks, I can see me dropping. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm lucky.
Yeah, bullshit. Or you're.
But I'll. You want to make a bet though?
John, you don't get 14 fucking points for not knowing what you're doing. You either know what you're doing, or you're selling it. Something's going on.
Yeah, or you got somebody making those changes for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I have somebody working on this because we're going to win a ton of money in this league. How much are we playing for?
Goose eggs. Right. I'm going for Lolo.
Kind of how much we get paid for this show. Well, at least me.
Yeah.
I don't know what anybody else is getting, you bastards.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I get the big goose egg.
Believe you.
I'll show you the statements. Well, thank you guys all for joining us. It's been a lot of fun, and thank you, Tony, over at Early Doors. You had a lot of people over there on your channel as well. I see them on there. If anybody wants to join us backstage for a little bit while we shoot the shit even more,
sure.
We will be backstage for a little while. We posted that link here. I went over to Tony's channel, and I posted the link on there. It's a StreamYard link. If you want to click that, you can come on backstage for a moment and shoot the shit with us for a little bit. But yeah, please subscribe to Early Doors Football TV as well as On the Stoop with Lolo, which is our channel here. But for Mark, John, Anthony, Lawrence, anybody got anything else to say?
Come on, you on.
Besides
That's
that,
the one, Lawrence. Before that, I'll just like DJ Crane's comment. I would join, he says, but Anthony scares me.
he should.
Who's that? DJ Crane.
Yeah.
All right, and look, Ryan G is
Ryan's
looking for you, Mark. Mark, you got a channel? This is Mark's channel right here.
This is it, man. This is my channel.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Believe it or not, I swear to God. And for those of you that don't know the story on how this channel came to be, y'all jump in and for the after hour and
how'd you guys sucker me into this?
John, we love you. You're the man. You're the man, John.
Because you were there.
You're the orchestrator.
Because we needed something, and we said, "What about John?"
No,
we needed someone to go get beer, and
no.
Get us some beer.
Mark, don't get. John was running cameras before. John was running like multiple cameras and like putting the clock and had the like topics and shit back when we were a full production.
Right. When we had a budget.
You had a budget.
We had a budget at one point.
We did. It wasn't that we had a budget. We didn't have a deficit of budget.
No, I'm not saying our budget was in the red.
It's just 6 pack a week.
Still in the red.
Lolo, if you
so
can
for all
tell
of
us
you out
what
there
link,
know
you
that
put the
we've
link
been
back
doing
up
this for about 4 years.
I put it in yours. Let me. I'll
put it again.
Slap it in there again.
Thank you, dear.
John, it's because they don't get it when we just put it there. It doesn't go over to his channel.
Gotcha,
so
gotcha.
I put
Thanks,
it
Michael.
right there. I think you can see it, Terrence. I just put it below there, over there. But anyway, guys, it's been a shit ton of fun. We will see you guys next Friday. I hope all of your teams. Well, no, really, only Mark's team. I hope Mark's team loses. I usually say teams lose, but I would actually like you guys to beat Aston Villa, please.
We will.
That's what I got to say.
I hope Burnley loses. Love you guys. Peace out. Peace.
Take care, everyone.